think the second one is a lot of my work is around anxiety, and we are living in a time where, fortunately, we can now talk about anxiety a lot more, but unfortunately, it's never probably been as open, in the world, because so many people are struggling with it. And so many people are struggling with it because of the fear of having fear in your life. And, my vision for my business is to help end anxiety in the world. It's a huge, huge vision, but if I can play a part in it, I will. And again, it comes down to, we have a exaggerated understanding in many cases of anxious thoughts. So we think things are going to be an awful lot worse than they're going to be. And because of the fact that we're so obsessed with reproducing and staying alive, so many cravings come, so many attachments come that only lead to actual disappointment. So from an example of a craving, a Buddhist book called Modern Buddhism talks to the fact of we crave chocolate, but when we eat loads of it, it makes us sick. So it's not really the best thing in the world to crave. We crave a holiday, but when we get there, everything we've pictured is not quite as good as the thought was going to be, or we become attached to things. And sometimes when people die, we're crying for the attachment, not necessarily the love. But if I was to say to you now, can I have your bottom rib? You've never thought about that bottom rib, but that's my bottom rib. So you're not having that. We become so attached to things. So I think in summary, the root cause, which I'm so passionate about getting to the root cause before we get the bandage to sort it, is we sometimes don't go to the root cause of the problems, which is craving and attachment. We then aren't educated enough at school, and that's not a criticism at school, to deal with emotional resilience that we need, or the financial support that we need to buying houses and things, and the work advice, which is more than just there's your CV to go from there. And that them 3 points come from an article I did, which was based on a survey of 30 people. But we don't have that at school. So then when we're exposed with these challenges, what do we fall back on? And my advice to anyone is falling back on really changing the what ifs, that first thought, to whatever. What if I have this problem? What if I have that problem? Whatever. It's not going to be as bad as you think.